Hey, Alistair Gray here. I hope you're having an awesome day. Today I'm going to be talking about the 6 powerful benefits of attending a silent retreat. Now, silent retreats were never on my radar, ever, until I began following a more holistic path. But even at the beginning of that journey, silent retreats felt something that I did not want to get involved in. The concept of sitting on my own in silence with my own thoughts, if I'm being honest, felt like torture at the time. And the first time that I attended a silent retreat, it was difficult. But here's the thing, over time, not only, practicing silent retreats many times over, but on that first silent retreat, as time passed, something interesting happened. I began becoming more aware and more connected to this deeper state of who I was, this deeper state of awareness. Now, before I jump into that, let me share with you the 6 powerful benefits that I've experienced of going on silent retreats. So the first benefit is no technology. No technology is an absolute benefit. When you show up to most silent retreats, if not all, you're going to be handing in your phone, putting away any devices, and being tech-free for the duration of your stay. Now, the first silent retreat I went on was at a Buddhist monastery, a Buddhist centre up in Scotland, in the UK. And I handed in my phone and spent 2.5 days there in silence. It was beautiful, and the no technology factor was key. I noticed how less distracted my mind was when I came out at the other side. I noticed how little had changed when I did check my phone. And so no technology is the powerful benefit number 1. Give your mind a break and a rest from a screen. Number 2, connecting with nature. Again, the first ever silent retreat I went to in Scotland, I was suddenly surrounded by beautiful mountains and lakes and rivers and this incredible Buddhist temple. And I suddenly felt alive. Being a city boy most of my life, going into nature and spending not only time in nature, but time in silence in nature, where you truly appreciate all that is. All the little sounds that I began to notice around me, the birds, the different animals, the soothing sounds of the river that ran through the property and the estate that I was on. It was incredible. And connecting with nature in that way where you are in silence is something really special. Number 3, you become comfortable in the uncomfortable. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the first time that I went on a silent retreat, what became obvious was just how loud my inner voice was. In fact, not just how loud my inner voice was, but how relentless my inner voice was. Constantly chattering, constantly asking me questions, constantly criticizing, constantly trying to take my attention, tell me to do this, tell me to do that. And what I noticed was how uncomfortable that was. Now, again, that may sound like torture, and in the moment it felt a little bit like that. But what was really interesting was that as you sat in that space of silence, as I sat in that space of silence, the voice, the chatter, the relentlessness of it, I began to become the observer of it. I began to become aware of the thoughts, of the chatter, of the voice. Powerful benefit number 4 of a silent retreat was the thoughts ran out. Who would have thought that the thoughts would run out? It was incredible. Around a day and a half in on that first silent retreat, I began to notice how no longer were the thoughts relentless. In fact, the thoughts had stopped for periods of time. And that was beautiful. That felt like complete peace. It felt like something I'd been yearning and searching for so long, but never knew how to find it. And all of a sudden, here it was. My thoughts had run out. So that's powerful benefit number 4. Now, leading on from that, number 5 was through thoughts running out, I began to access a deeper state of awareness. Now, it's difficult to describe, a little bit like describing to someone what swimming is like in the sea or a pool without actually them experiencing it for themselves. But the best way I can describe this deeper state of awareness was that with no thought present, with this deeper state of awareness where I almost felt like everything was in HD, everything had been magnified, everything had been exaggerated, the colours, the nature, the sounds that I was hearing, the awareness, my own presentness. What happened in that space was I began to feel deep feelings of gratitude, appreciation, love. New thoughts began to emerge, and it was through this state of being, through this deeper state of awareness that I accessed. That was a really powerful benefit, connecting to this sheer joy, this love, this compassion, this beautiful, beautiful, unchangeable feeling that was within me. And then powerful benefit number 6 led on from that. I began to have insights. I began to have moments of awareness where new thought emerged. New thought that felt like it was coming from a deeper place of knowing within me. Insights about life, insights about business, insights about relationships. It began showing me all of this wisdom that I had within me. It began to emerge, and the reason for that is because it finally had space to emerge. It finally was not blocked or log jammed by this relentless thinking mind that had taken over my life. And so powerful benefit number 6 was life-changing insights. And it was beautiful. Now, since that first ever silent retreat, I have attended so many silent retreats now, often for 2 or 3 days at a time. I've never sat in Vipassana, which is an 11-day silent retreat, but instead I've chose to take myself away every 90 days or so for 2 or 3 days at a time and to do a silent retreat. To sit in silence for 2 days or 3 days, to allow those 6 powerful benefits to take over me, and then to emerge from the other side a different person with a great reminder that everything I need, every bit of knowledge and wisdom that I yearn for is already within me. So if you've been thinking about a silent retreat for a while, I would love to encourage you. It's not for the faint-hearted. It can be so uncomfortable at times. The mind can be a little bit crazy when you first go in. But give it time, give it patience, and let the magic unfold. So I hope this video has served you well. Please leave your comments in the box below. Have a beautiful day, stay grateful, and I look forward to connecting soon. Take care, bye-bye. If you liked this video and you would love to see more, then please subscribe to my channel. I'll be releasing 2 to 3 videos per week, and I would love for you to join me. Also, click the button on the screen if you want to see more content right now. Have an awesome day.